go from 2 to 1 AA, and that's where we're going. You're talking about going from 36 partials to 63. That costs money. I mean, what is it, 15,000 a year? And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to talk about added academic services. You're talking about additional coaches. There are just a lot of things. Those peripheral things that you don't take into account, but it's going to take an awful lot of money.
It was important, I think, for our university and for all of our athletics to be moving to Division I. And so now it's time for all of us to step up and make sure we support that. We've got some tremendous athletes here and always improving everything we do, but it's also a matter of making sure we finance this.
I think Coach Lennon is one of the finest football coaches in the country at any level. And I've seen him work, I've seen his work ethic, and bottom line, he's going to recruit top character people. They're going to be good students, they're going to be good football players, but the character and the integrity is what the university and the community and the alumni are going to be proud of.
I was very fortunate, Jim, because I was one of only 2 or 3 guys that was actually given a full scholarship. But I think I'm probably one of the guys that needed a full scholarship in order to go to college. So when you stop to think about it, you know, it has a big impact in somebody's life. And how do you put a value on friendships or these relationships you have for 30 or 40 years or a lifetime?
We've got tradition, which is the biggest thing. A lot of schools don't have that kind of tradition that we have. And I think you're going to see a good commitment by the institution, students, and the alumni.
What we're doing in Division I is we're going to give several more, over 100 young men and women a chance to realize that opportunity of being a student athlete at UND. That in itself, I think, is a worthwhile proposition to go to D1.
Well, the biggest challenge that we have, especially for football, is going to be taking our scholarship level from 36 to 63, and that is a very significant jump. The athletic department is responsible for raising every cent, and to do that, we need to have a plan as far as how we're going to accomplish it. And the Impact Scholarship basically allows the former players, the alums, the general public, if they want to sponsor a scholarship specifically for an individual player, they have that opportunity to do it. So there again, they would have a chance to be a part of the process, to track a young man's career from the moment he comes in to the moment that he finishes his last game, and they can be a part of that whole experience, which I think is pretty neat.
Well, this is really a three-legged stool financially, and the first 2 parts, which involve the students and the University of North Dakota administration, they've stepped up and they've done what the Carr report said that they needed to do in order to make this step. The third piece is fundraising, and there's really 2 components to that. The long term certainly will be built around endowment. If you look at the great athletic programs around the country, you'll find that they walk hand in hand with a high percentage of endowments supporting their scholarships. At the front end of this, however, we think that this Impact Scholarship, which really is an annual scholarship, will really be the thing that will drive, from a fundraising standpoint, the necessary financial support that the programs are going to need. We know that we've got a great volunteer network out there, and we would really like in the next year to get 50 of these Impact Scholarships in place that would support 50 annual scholarships, with the eventual goal over the 2nd and 3rd year to get to 100. About the 5th year is the point where we would hope that endowment would start to kick in and begin to carry the program forward from that point.
I don't think there's any better place in the world to accomplish that than Grand Forks, North Dakota. We have the right people. We have great people, great fans, a great city, great alumni, in a state, I think, that is overwhelmingly supportive of us. But they need a plan that they can buy into. And that's our challenge right now. We have to put together a plan that people can get excited about and have some optimism and confidence of where we're going. But I think we can do that. With the assets we have here, I think we can not only be very good at this, but I think we can be about as good or better than anybody.
And you can take great pride in seeing the results that you'll have here at the University of North Dakota. If you get involved, if you contribute, if you work, if you support the things that have been put forward in the business plan and the plan for the transition to D1, certainly you'll get that same satisfaction.
If we build this compelling story of what it can lead us to and lead the university to. We have the vision of what we want to be. You know, one of the strongest programs at that level in the country. Football win a national championship at the 1AA level. This is a vision. Hopefully the Sioux Bison rivalry back on the radar, and what that brings the state and the region. We have the opportunity to plan and do it the right way, and then we have leadership, but we need everyone's part as a leader to step up and help us build this, because it will be worthwhile. It's that special and that important.
The best thing is to give your alma mater and give to the guy that's leading in this, who graduated there, and he's as good a football coach as God's ever made.
Well, the fans and former players, there's still that sense of ownership. They're still a part of the program, and this is a time for them to step up and take part in this transition, because it's going to take a team concept to make it happen, and that's what we're going to be asking for.
As you've just heard, this is indeed an exciting time in the history of our university. It's also a time when the concepts of team and family have never been more important. The University of North Dakota has and will always recruit the finest student athletes, but they can't do it alone. Your support is critical in securing the future, as well as the proud history and rich tradition of UND Fighting Sioux football. The time is now. Get involved. Everyone can make a difference. This is your opportunity to change the lives of hardworking, deserving student athletes. Collectively, we can make an indelible impact on the future of Fighting Sioux football and all athletics at the University of North Dakota. I'm Jim Bowman. Thanks for your continued support of UND Fighting Sioux football. And to learn more about how you can help in the transition to Division I, just follow the information on your screen now.